my grandma keeps on thinking we are on a constant holiday, and she's like asking like where do you go on holiday now?
Before Corona came, we were almost selling this car because we thought that we wouldn't have the skills to build it. And the idea was to just drive to France, Germany, somewhere to buy a camper and just, get a ready thing and that's it. But then the Corona came and we were like, fuck, like, okay, we're stuck here. Maybe we should just do it after all. So we were really going back and forth with it. We were on the one hand indeed like, okay, it would be so easy and it's so much time that you use it and maybe the result won't be as we want it because we don't have the skills. But then on the other hand, all the camper vans, they are not really made for our needs. They are not off-grid, many of them.
I mean, the price is humongous.
Yeah,
also.
exactly.
Like
That's
you pay so much for a camper with like already maybe a lot of kilometers.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think everyone can convert a van, but we had very little experience in properly constructing stuff.
We went to woodworking course together.
We had no fucking clue at all.
And then we end up like making these butter knives on the first lesson on the wood. For sure, in the beginning, it was a lot about learning. First it was often like, okay, so how does the circle saw work? Like if you're ready to put the effort, I would say that. If you think it's easy and if you think it's gonna take little time, then it will take way more time than you always plan.
A huge difference is like, are you converting a van for holidays or are you converting a van for full-time living? And then where do you plan to travel? And if you do full-time living, are you working or are you actually on a full-time holiday? The biggest advice I would give to people is if you're gonna invest time in converting a van, like I wouldn't do it on my first van.
Like it's hard to know your needs before you have lived in a van.
Yeah.
So that's maybe something that we knew already from the previous van, what we want and what we need.
I wanted a fixed bed, a fixed seating area, and I wanted to be able to stand up. Yeah. That was like the most important things.
So here's the outside of our car. It's Mercedes Sprinter from 2004. We have the wheel blocks just hanging here in the box. We have some extra water, some cables. Here is the wastewater. Here's of course the garage. All the toys from sport climbing, bouldering, and now kite surfing as the new addition. Here's the diesel for the heater. Here is the gas for cooking. The biggest toys we couldn't fit anywhere else are on the ceiling, and that's our whitewater kayaks. So here's the back wall. It's basically, we built it's just plywood, this waterproof plywood under it. And this is a sticker from Lidl, 10-15 euros. And then, the big window, which is actually originally from an old government building from Netherlands. So this is our kitchen. Here's the big sink on the back. Then we have the water right under here. And then here is the heater. And then we also have a 3-filter system for the water. So here we just keep our hygiene things and sheets and towels and things like this. Then we have also some electricity plugs here. Here is the heater control. Then a little luxury thing, soda streamer. And here is just the food storage, cutlery. Then here is the oven. Works on gas, both the stove and the oven. The kitchen fan we try to, the only thing is that because it's so noisy, that's always why I don't like kitchen fans. But of course it takes a lot of humidity out and the smell of the food. So we have pretty big fridge, and actually this is a freezer. Now it's just pizza and ice cream, but sometimes there is more healthier stuff too. We have too much toys, we couldn't fit a proper shower, so we made this instead. And basically we just attach the shower head to this one. And we put a shower curtain around the space. So we use about 7 liters each when we shower. So we didn't have a toilet in the previous car. So we thought that, okay, let's just go without for now and see how that goes. And the good thing is that we're mostly in nature spots. So then going to the nature is not a big issue. Yeah, I think it's fine so far. But I think again, if we would have a toilet, then we wouldn't want to be without it anymore.
Yeah, on the right side we have a messy storage, and you can see there is the air ducts coming out from the heater, so there is some practical things running there. And on the other side we have the battery and all the the fuse box and all these kind of things. We have 690 watts of solar. Even with no solar charge we could live a week, 5 days to a week. So this is our clothing cabinet.
Man, good introduction.
So it's without eggs, it's zucchini. So nice, we got some cake. We built this electric bed lift, because it's just logic to get it out of the way when you don't need it. And it works with a linear actuator. So when we look under the mattress, there is like kind of the engine of the system. It's like kind of like a hydraulic pump, but electric. And then it's just like steel cables going to each corner. And when it's down, it stands on feet, so it's not like hanging on the thing. I think the total cost of the bed is about 200 euros.
I was wondering, we were wondering the kind of the daily routine. Like,
Yeah.
what does a normal day look like?
The daily routine usually, we almost always start with the work, because we've noticed that the most efficient time is in the morning, and then we head out for climbing or kite surfing or whatever thing we want to do. For me, the biggest negative side in van life, not to have like this, the constant community of people you're used to, like family and friends, exactly. So for me especially, because I'm terrible at keeping in touch with people when I'm not physically in the same location. I don't have the habit of calling my friends all the time and things like this. So this I really noticed that sometimes after a while I'm like, oh shit, like now, like I miss my friends, I miss my family. In van life, the normal routines, there's no way to be as efficient as in-house and an apartment. So that was just something for me to adapt to and not feel like, we're not getting anything done.
What's the biggest misconception about van life? That it's easy, that you can do whatever the fuck you want, that it's always nice, hashtag van life. It's really not. I mean, a lot of times it does rain in life, it's not always warm, stuff breaks all the time, you run out of water or power or whatever. Things can be simple, but they're not easy. You need to learn your way, you need to know a lot of stuff.
Find a way of doing van life what suits for you. You don't need to follow how others are doing it and all that, but just see if it works for you and what things in it bring the joy.